Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday, June 17th, 2023. It is 3:59 in the afternoon. Okay, so this video is going to be about the 31st book in the Bible. I think I had a dream with the number 31 in it. Okay, so the 31st book in the Bible is Obadiah. Okay, so I'm going to read all this stuff before, because Obadiah is only one chapter, so I'm going to read all this stuff before Obadiah. And this is in the New Century Version of the Bible, the Revolve Devotional Bible. Okay, the name Obadiah means servant of the Lord. Obadiah was a familiar name in ancient times. Person holding the pen God wrote with, Obadiah. Except for his ability to be brief, his message is the shortest book in the entire Old Testament. We don't know how much about this minor prophet. When the pen hit the paper, we can't be sure of the exact date, but it was definitely before Jerusalem was totally destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC. Who got the word? Obadiah's prophecy was for two audiences. Edom, a sinful nation who'd been really cruel to Judah, the southern kingdom when Israel split in half, and Judah herself, who'd been beaten up by most of the nations surrounding her. Edom had ignored God, and the people of Judah desperately needed to be reminded of God's control over everything that was happening in their world. What went down? The Edomites were descendants of Esau, the firstborn twin of Isaac and Rebekah, and the barely older brother of Jacob. Genesis chapter 25, verses 24 through 26. Esau was also called Edom, which means red. Because of his rosy complexion and his foolish choice to sell his inheritance to Jacob for some red soup. Genesis chapter 25, verse 30. Esau broke other agreements too. Genesis chapter 26, verses 34 and 35. And Genesis chapter 28, verses 9. His life can be summed up in 5 words. Prideful, disrespect for God's law, sadly. His kids were just like him. They still lived in the rugged mountainous area near the Dead Sea, where Esau settled, a region that was appropriately named Edom after him. What's more, they inherited his taste for wild living. Without paying attention to God's law, Obadiah's God-given instructions were to review Edom's crimes against the Lord and Judah, a nation made up of Jacob's descendants, and to explain the disastrous results of their rebellion. Second glance characters. The dry stalks of Esau, Obadiah 18, refer to the total destruction of the Edomite people. It's especially interesting to remember that King Herod, who was half Edomite, was stopped in his tracks when he attempted to murder Jesus. Matthew chapter 2, verse 16. Jesus survived, and God's power triumphed over evil once more. Chat time. Obadiah reveals a deep family feud. The Edomites hated their cousins, the Israelites, so much that they had a parade when Judah was taken into captivity by the Babylonian army. Obadiah 12. Talk about this. What can strong family ties teach us about God's character? How does bitterness among relatives resemble rebellion against God? Okay, so that is all for this video. That's all of the stuff before the one chapter of Obadiah. Okay, if you like this content, like this video, or comment below. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.